Hello, it is Alexa from Type A for Alexa again, and this time I am going to film and chit chat through a Bujo weekly spread. I got quite a few comments when I did the full flip through of my planner on how people liked my Bujo spreads and they would like to see one done from start to finish and get inspiration and all of that. So I figured now is as good a time as any to get that done since I have to plan it for this week anyway. So normally I do film these and then just speed it up to the 90-second Instagram reel time limit for my business Instagram account. But this week instead, I will just show them the finished product and I will show YouTube how I did it. So let's get to the details first. First, I have some coffee because it's late and I need to keep the energy up. Second, the details of my planner, if you care to know. This is a Lauren Phelps Designs notebook planner in A5 size. This is undated 4mm grid. It does have 12 monthly calendar spreads, blank. Let's see if I can find a blank one. Blank at the front. I already had added the dates, but it's just the blank calendar spread for you to use as you please. Obviously, I like some decoration. And then the rest of the pages are just these blank 4mm grid pages. And lately, I've been really feeling the Bujo spreads, so that's what we're going to stick with this week, although this week is not going to include a Dutch door. The pen that I like to use is this Tombow Mono drawing pen in 05. I love this one because it does not smudge at all, and I use rulers in my spreads, and even just drawing the line and picking up my ruler and moving it doesn't smudge it at all. I'm obviously using some rulers, one short, one long. They work for different reasons. When I get into the middle of my notebook where it kind of curves in because we're getting a little dip in there, I like to use the smaller one so I can like bend it to the page. I have some tweezers for sticker laying after my spread is drawn out. And actually, you know what I didn't get out to prepare? I didn't grab my highlighters, so let me do that right now. Hold, please. Okay, I got both of my favorite packs of rainbow palettes. One is like a very bold and vibrant one. One is a little bit softer, more pastel, mild liner Tombow. So we'll see once the lines are drawn out which one I'm leaning towards. Just a disclaimer, like I said, I normally do these for Instagram and then I speed it up so I don't talk through them. I do a voiceover. And I don't know if I'm going to actually remember to chit chat my way through this. So if I don't and there ends up being some awkward silence, that part might get a little sped up, or I might give you some nice music to listen to. So let me just take a sip of my coffee real fast and we'll get started. Okay. Like I said, I use a ruler in my spreads. I would love it if one day I could be free enough to not need one. Today is not that day though. Oh, see, I laid a line down and I forgot I wanted to tell you something. Someone asked me how I get these spreads down so perfectly, or I don't make any errors, or how I come up with them. And I'm just going to show you my pro tip. I have a spare tester notebook of this exact same size. It's actually the exact same notebook that I plan my spreads out in advance for. That way my boxes are already measured to the right size. I can count, the amount of boxes in each spread. I can label things how I think I want them and see if I like it. So I just have a notebook full of different spreads. This is just, I call it like my dirty notebook. This has just doodles. This was the spread I did with that Dutch door. This is all just a planning and testing notebook. So that's how I'm able to get it down perfectly, as perfect as it can in my actual notebook when I'm ready to do it. I also, if you can see, did faint pencil lines where I need to draw the lines. I'm not gonna lie, I might have done it a little too faintly because I can barely see some of it, but we're just gonna hope for the best. And I also am the type to turn my notebook whichever way it feels more comfortable to get these lines down. So I'll do like all my vertical lines and then flip it horizontally. Now I'm thinking, I didn't have these outside lines done in my tester, and I'm wondering if that was intentional or not, but now we've committed to the outside lines, so that's what it's gonna be. This line I like to do from the other side, so we're gonna wait till we spin that notebook around. So I've done spreads like this with regular gel pens. I've done it with Sharpie pens, and honestly, hands down, this pen is the best. I even find that the Sharpie permanent markers, the super thin ones, would still smudge as I move the ruler. Did I mess up already? No, I didn't. Okay. This outside line is throwing me off since I didn't draw it in my tester. I need to get better at completing my testers to give myself some frame of reference here. See, this is where I need a shorter ruler because the page slopes down, so I need to like bend the ruler to get in there. And the long one isn't very suitable for that. I really hope, okay, I can see the 4 lines that I want here, so I'm gonna do those while I see them. That way I don't lose them again. So I am 100% a weekly planner. I cannot get through the week without at least a rough sketch of what I need to get done every day down on paper. I cannot keep it in my head. I cannot keep it in my phone. It must be on paper of some sort. So this stuff isn't tedious to me. It isn't something I dread doing. It's not something like I have to force myself to do every week. This is one of the highlights of my week, because I know once this is done, I will just feel at peace. So this side is almost done. I just have to draw my line. I believe that's it. It looks kind of dark. I think that's pencil there. Yeah. I drew with pencil very lightly, so I wouldn't have to erase it. So this side is going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, my dinners for the week, and a to-do list. And then we'll finish up the lines on this side. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to talking through these because I'm so not used to it. I am used to racing through making these spreads just so that all of the videos that I end up with in my camera roll aren't too long, because I'm gonna chop them up anyway. We only need one more line at the bottom here. Do not be afraid to turn your planner. Draw these lines however it is comfortable for you. And if you are okay with freehand lines, I envy you. I would love to be okay with freehand lines, but alas, my brain will just not allow me to. So, like I said, dinners to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is gonna be my little to clean box, and then a long column for shop stuff, because last week was a very, very busy week. You can see my shop stuff. We were in a collab sale over the weekend, so I have lots to do now for that. So the base is down. I always feel better when the base is down. I think I can get rid of the rulers and just put them off to the side at the moment. And I think the way I'm going to incorporate color in this spread, which I'm sure you can tell color is kind of my thing, slightly, is by doing like the same thing I did here with the little swipe of color and then the day of the week sticker over it. So I think each of these boxes is just gonna have a little swipe of color in it. So this will probably be like one of my least rainbow explosion spreads, but I really couldn't think of another way to add color to this. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. So, do we wanna go bold and saturated or like pastel? Last week I did the bold, and the week before that, even though this doesn't look pastel, it's the pastel one. The week before that was the bold. That's definitely the bold. I think I'm gonna go pastel. I like how this looks. So let's go back to our page. So that would mean sticking with the mild liners this time. So I'm gonna get those out and ready. Just kind of right there. Also, I'm gonna take my little super mini tab off. This is how I just flip to whatever week it is, but if I went to go right on that, it would like throw off my handwriting, then I'd be really upset. Okay, I kind of really try my hardest to stay in rainbow order when I'm doing anything with all this color. So you might think this is a ridiculous step, but just to make it easier for me to grab these pens, I'm gonna put them in rainbow order. Okay. How many pens do I have? Well, gray we don't really need. And how many boxes do I have? We're gonna have to double up on a color. So, this part is always a little bit nerve-wracking to me because if I mess up this swipe, I gotta live with it all week. Should I practice? I should practice the swipe, huh? I do this too. This is how I get stuff the way I want it. I practice first. So I'm gonna want this swipe. Ooh, that was a good one. All right, I hope my real swipe comes out like that. No pressure, all the pressure. All right, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Now, do I wanna go orange here or orange here? I'm gonna go maybe red, orange, yellow, green, green, blue. Or orange. I think we're gonna go here. Okay, they're looking good. I'm trying to get them about the same thickness. I wonder if at the end of this I'm gonna find some way to add more color in, because clearly color just makes me happy. And this is not a lot of color. Although I do tend to like it when I switch something up for a bit, just a little something new. So we're just gonna start over, I guess, with the red and then the orange, which I don't mind. Ooh, okay. So there's our color. Now we need headers. I'm gonna put the cap on this so that I don't accidentally draw on something. So for the headers, I have a reusable sticker book that I keep all the stickers that I need for different spreads. And I've been printing and cutting days of the week and header stickers for myself. This is my brand font, and I realized that I liked using my brand font in the spreads and stuff, so I just have a lot of randoms. Do we need the big ones or the little ones or the mediums? Those are bigger. I think I'm gonna go, I don't mind the little ones, but maybe the mediums. I think we're gonna go with the mediums. So, these are not stickers that I would lay with tweezers usually because they're big enough to handle. But I definitely use the tweezers for smaller smaller word stickers, which we might see once I get to that. So let's not label this out of order. Tuesday. I'm actually obsessed. My brand, I have like 3 fonts for my brand when I did a, what's that called? A rebrand last summer. Not this past summer, like last year's summer. And there's like 3 fonts for my rebrand, but this is the one I love the most. This is my favorite one. So I know, like I said, that one was going to be type A for Alexa stuff. I got a lot of shop stuff that I need to handle. Is that one too big? Should we go for a smaller one? Or I didn't cut a smaller one. Nope, we're gonna go with this one. That's a little crooked, but we will deal with it. I also did cut this week stickers. So I use the term this week interchangeably with like to do. This is like get this done this week, you know? And then I do have dinner stickers. Should it be bigger? Nope, that one's fine. We're gonna do this one. And clearly, I didn't think about cutting and printing myself clean stickers. So it's going to slightly make me sad that this header doesn't match the rest of these. Or should I just leave it blank and actually cut and print, or print and cut myself one? Because these are all my other text stickers that I use. These are just smaller, and I don't know if I have a too clean. Some of these are ones I made myself. A lot of them are from Adorably Amy. Ugh, I don't have any ones. All right. I'm gonna make the decision right here to not put something there right now, and after this is done, print and cut myself some, because it'll make my brain happier if it all matches. So for now, the headers are down. Now I do something called like scratch planning, or like dirty planning. I write down what I need to get done on a piece of paper. That way I know what needs to go where. And lately in these spreads, I've been loving using a stencil, just little boxes and circles for stuff. So I keep those stencils tucked in the pocket of my planner. These are the only 2 stencils that I own at the moment, although I did just recently order more since this is becoming a thing. And I've been loving the way, all right, just got an email, calm down. I've been loving the way the circles look with the boxes. So I think I'm gonna stick with the circles for my checklists. Is there 7 boxes there? There is. I need them a little more spaced out than that. Even a little more than that. I'm probably gonna use the squares for my dinners and just put like an MT blah 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 in those boxes. And I've been using this flag one for like things going on, but I don't think I really have anything going on this week, so we might not even have to use that. So I'll just start with the easy one first and get my circle checklist down. The first few times, months and months ago, that I tried to use a stencil on my spread was such an atrocious hot mess. I was disgusted with it. I probably hadn't used a stencil since like grade school, and it was a mess. But like I said, you can see I am doing this with this pen, moving the stencil over it, rubbing it, and there's not one smear. And I'm moving it immediately. I'm not waiting for it to dry at all. So this is actually the only pen of this brand and kind that I have. So I'm gonna need to order another 1 or 5 to have for backup. I don't think I need to go all the way down Although like maybe for my brain, I should. We'll see how it looks at the end. I'm gonna do the same thing for this week. I'm definitely getting more comfortable with the stencils. And I placed a huge order with Oopsie Daisy for some larger stencils because I have a big project coming up that has to do with a 2025 planner. And I definitely needed some stencils for that. So it already shipped. My order shipped the day after I placed it. So I'm pretty excited for that. I don't know why I'm not going to the bottom of these boxes. Am I leaving room for washi? Do I even want washi on this spread? I don't think I do. This one only had washi across for the PBC sale. This one didn't have washi and I loved it. This one I added a couple washi and stickers because I didn't really have much going on. That had a little bit of washi. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so for the dinner boxes, I need to space them out a little more than they are, but I hope I don't miss-space this. Can you tell that I'm type A? It's bad, but I guess I built a whole brand off of it, so we just must embrace who we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more. Okay, I mean, I would have loved it if they were spaced evenly to the bottom, but I will deal with that. I will take it. We're not gonna call that a fail. Sorry, coffee break. Okay, now looking at my dirty planning, all I did today that would go, so this is how my brain uses it. On the actual days of the week are things that I put that happen that day at a certain time. Things that go in the this week column or section are things I have to get done at some point in the week, and then obviously all of my work things. So really all that goes in the week are my tennis schedule, my volleyball schedule, my kids' bus stop, drop off and pick up times, and if I had meetings or something like that. I do still put my kids' bus schedule in here just because I feel like seeing it helps me space out my day. Like seeing that I have to drop the kids off at 8:45 and then I had an appointment at 10, I knew I'd be leaving straight from the bus stop to go to this appointment, and then I would have a certain amount of time. So I know when my kids have to be dropped off and picked up, but seeing it in my spread actually helps me a ton. And since I didn't want to keep writing that over and over and over again, I just made a bunch of stickers. Do I have the ones I need? Yes. So I think I'm gonna stick with keeping my day of the week plans with the box. And I do the drop off one first. Oops, I almost messed that one up. Did you see that? I barely caught that one. Getting a little too confident here. And I actually don't have to do one on Friday because we don't have school on Friday. So this one I'll use my tweezers for just because. I absolutely love using these types of stickers in my spreads because I just don't like my handwriting. I never have. I never felt like I had cute handwriting. Okay, clearly you can tell I don't care about how I cut stickers for myself. I promise you, if you were to buy stickers from my shop, they'd be cut correctly. But I don't really care about that if it's just for myself. Okay, don't need to do Friday. And then I'm not gonna put pickups yet because I do have things that need to go in between bus stop, drop off and pickup. So nothing on Monday. So I can put Monday as pickup. Monday is just my solid work day. Don't need to leave the house for anything. And I get to work until almost midnight. So Monday is a complete work day. Tuesday, I do play tennis, and then we have volleyball at night. So do I want to go 8:45, 9 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, or do I want to go 8:45, 9 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock? This is what happens when I test out a new layout. I gotta see what I like. I think I want to go this way. Either way, the 5 o'clock ends up over here. I think I want to go this way. So this will be tennis. And then this would be bus stop pickup. And this is volleyball. So we can add the bus stop pickup sticker. And then I need tennis. I know I'm gonna need that and that for later. And volleyball. So Tuesday is tennis. And then my daughter has volleyball practice. And I'm gonna write in those times. Okay, that's all that happens on Tuesday. Wednesday, we can add the bus stop here. I guess I'm just committing to adding the bus stop here, so I'll just finish it. Oh, I used the smaller boxes. Whoopsie. Now my eye's gonna catch that, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I also play tennis on Thursday, and my volleyball team plays Thursday night. Wednesday, I'm going to work out, so let's add that. Thursday's a 4:30 pickup. Wednesday is early day. Do your schools do an early release day one day a week? Because ours do, and honestly, it's infuriating. It is infuriating to me to have to remember, well, one day a week to pick my kids up at a completely different time. Like, that extra hour does nothing for anybody. Just keep them. Just keep them. I need to pull out a workout sticker. But my kids now, you can clearly see, get off the bus pretty late, which I feel like gives me so much time to do things. Okay, Wednesday, I'm attempting to work out after I get home with the kids. tennis on Thursday. I'm taking a private lesson, so that is at a different time than normal. And volleyball, our team plays at 7:45. I hate that 7, but life goes on. I do also do trash and recycle little reminders, so I'm gonna do that up at, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna put the sticker down first so I know exactly where to put the little circle to make sure I leave enough room. So I'm gonna put those on Thursday and Friday. And then do little circles, because that's different than a fun event. Fun events get squares, not fun events get circles. Friday, we don't have school, but I do believe I am playing tennis. As long as it doesn't rain, we may be getting a hurricane. Not directly, but apparently it's big enough to cover the entire state with rain. So honestly, I'll be surprised and happy if we don't get rained out on Thursday, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get rained out on Friday. So we're just gonna add that there is no school. So I remember to shut my alarm off. And then we're gonna put tennis over here. And that would be at 10. And checking my plans scratch sheet, that is it for the events happening each day. So now I can add my dinners and all my to-do stuff. So I'm gonna put just little days of the week letters in here. And I don't know about you, but coming up with things to make for dinner is probably the worst part of being an adult, especially when like other people rely on you to eat. So since I am the chef in my household, it's up to me every single week to figure out what we are going to be eating. And I have found it definitely helps me if I plan it all at the beginning of the week, get groceries once for the whole week, and just be done with it. So these are the dinners till Thursday. We usually go out on a Friday. Saturday and Sunday really depend on what our plans end up as. So I kind of fill those out a little bit later in the week if I know something has come up. And let's get some shop stuff down. So I need to do a lot of little things while I'm fulfilling orders this week. Because we had an amazing sale. Honestly, I was like blown away. But now I gotta fulfill all those orders. And sometimes that's a little overwhelming. So if I have this list of little things that I can do while I'm actually assembling orders, I feel like I'm being much more productive. I have a bunch of supplies to order. As always, I need to check my emails. Like, these are things, some things I don't need to be reminded about, but I just put them on here because I like to check them off anyway. I have to apply all of the freebies to the orders because we did tiered freebies. I try to back up my files at least once every 2 weeks. I need to remove the retiring section on my website because they are officially retired. I need to work on collab event. I need to film October stuff, which is like, whoa. How is next week October? But also yay, because my birthday's in October. I think that's all I have written down, but I will definitely be adding to that, I'm sure, before the end of the week. Oh, I didn't put my checklist in my... I've completely ignored this box since it doesn't have a header, but I still got to put a checklist in there. And random to-dos. I need to confirm my tennis lesson. I don't know why there's such a large space between that I and the R. This is why I make stickers, because I hate my handwriting. Gotta scan my receipts. Do any of you use Fetch? I love Fetch. I'm gonna order my kids' Halloween costumes so that that's just done, because if it gets too far into October, then it's a whole mess on trying to find what they want to be. I need to sign up actually for a couple of tournaments. The volleyball tournament I'm playing, and then tennis December. Me and a couple of my tennis friends are gonna sign up for a tournament in December. I need to pay some bills, which I don't love. And I think that is it for that right now. So I definitely got all of this information down. So that is garbage. And let's just make my little cleaning checklist. And like I said, as soon as this video is over, I'm going to cut myself a to clean sticker. Oh no. Okay, I think we're good. And I know I need to vacuum downstairs. And I want to do the kitchen sink. Oh, I hate how that came out. And always, as always, laundry. That's almost a daily thing. Okay, so I don't love how my handwriting looks there. Oh God, it's so bad. I don't even want to look at it. And I think I'm done. I'm a little sad that I have literally nothing to put in Saturday and Sunday, but I also really love weekends with no plans. So I think this is how it's going to stay for now. I don't think I'm going to add washi to this because I don't know, I kind of like it. I like the simplicity of it and that it's not super busy. And yeah, I feel like it goes well with my other Bujo spreads. I do kind of feel like my sticker kits are being neglected, but this is what we're into right now. So 40 minutes later, my spread is done and I'm happy with it. Minor things that my eyes go to. Cannot stand my handwriting in this box and the fact that I use smaller boxes there than I meant to, but it's okay. We are going to deal with it. So that is this week's Bujo spread from start to finish. And like I said, it is so much less stressful if you have a tester notebook, even if you don't have the same size notebook, and you just lay this out on a piece of paper first. If you just cut 2 pieces of paper down to the right size, that way you can space things out correctly and you don't have to commit to it in your actual planner. For me, that is a lifesaver. I don't think I could actually just flip to a blank page and start, because I need to measure, I need to count boxes, I need to space things correctly. So for me, hand drawing it in pencil and then having a tester first. That's how we get here. So I hope that wasn't as awkward for you as it was for me. I definitely have to practice being chatty through these, since it's not something I'm used to at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm gonna put my little mini tab back on. That way now I flip right to this page when I want to open my planner. You know what I need to do? Hold please, we're not done yet. What is today's date? How dare I not know today's date? Today's the 23rd. I'm gonna put the days of the week next to it, or the date. Because I feel like I never know that, although I need more green smudge here. Oh, I think I did that well. 5/26. I want that to dry. I don't want it to like mess up when I go to write on it. Do we think it's dry enough? Let's just. Okay, there we go. Now once that too clean sticker is cut, we are done. That's it for this video. We'll get better at this, I promise. We'll get better at this together. We are a team. I'm Alexa from Type A for Alexa. This is my weekly Bujo spread. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.